Hi all! Let's jump into a demo of one of the key features of AG2's 0.5 release, Reasoning Agent. The Reasoning Agent in AG2 is based on the Tree of Thoughts algorithm. This agent implements two subagents, known as the thinker and the grader, and relies on a methodology of thinking, grading, pruning, and continuing. Instead of simply providing one direct answer, the reasoning agent systematically explores multiple reasoning pathways. The thinker initially generates several potential reasoning options at each step. The grader then evaluates these less promising trajectories, and this iterative process continues until the maximum reasoning depth is reached, or all possible thoughts are exhausted. To illustrate how this works, consider starting with a question and a reasoning agent, configured with a maximum depth of 3 and a beam size of 2. At the outset, the thinker generates 3 possible pathways, and the grader carefully assesses each one. 2 paths with the highest scores are retained, while the lowest scoring path is discarded. Now, reasoning steps are generated from the surviving paths and once again evaluated and pruned as shown in the figure. This process persists even if the thinker suggests an early stop, ensuring that exploration continues until the maximum depth is fully reached. Ultimately, the reasoning agent returns the most promising final thought path as its answer. This approach provides numerous benefits. It enables a more systematic exploration of the problem space, ensuring that reasoning does not remain confined to a single trajectory. The grading mechanism enforces quality control, allowing only high-quality thought paths to advance. The step-by-step reasoning process enhances transparency, clarifying how the final answer was reached. Additionally, the system's logging capabilities facilitate data exportation, aiding future analysis and improvements. However, there are several limitations that must be acknowledged, and more future developments are needed to make the design flexible, such as allowing users to configure early stopping, enable backtracing, reduce the inference costs, and include more search algorithms such as Monte Carlo tree search. Let's jump into the code. We'll work through this notebook that's available on the AG2 repository. Let's start with setting up our ABI key and LLM configuration. Based on OpenAI's simple chain of thought in O1 preview, we use a beam style of 1 to achieve this O1 style of reasoning. So I've initialized one reasoning agent and one user proxy agent here. The first thing we are giving the reasoning agent is the question: what is the expected maximum dice value if you can roll a 6-sided dice 3 times? And here's a helper function for the last meaningful message for the chat. Let's start the initiate chat with a question and the last meaningful message as a summary method. As you can see, first, the reasoning agent sends a message to the tree of thought thinker agent, and the thinker agent reflects with these 4 possible options. And in the same way, we can get the summary as well. This is the answer summary. If you wanted to visualize the nodes and how it got to the final summary, you could install the GraphViz package and run visualize tree. That will produce this image from the thinker nodes. You can also explore larger beam sizes to expand that tree of thought approach and then utilize the visualization to see that expansion. Another approach is to use a nested chat with the reasoning agent. So, explore reasoning agent, and we'd love to hear how you are utilizing it for your applications. And that's it. Thanks to the community and contributors that helped make the 0.5 release happen.